Hello and welcome to Sobrix. I'm Adam and this is Sobrix. This is my channel for reviewing LEGO sets and building them and other LEGO related stuff. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the LEGO Harry Potter Hedwig set. This is set number 75979. It has 630 pieces and I paid $40 for this set. Now, I believe this is one of the sets that is similar to the Hungarian Horntail set, which I got from Target a while ago, that retailed for $50, I think, and I thought that set was a really good value. I have not talked about it on this channel yet, and I think there's a Fox the Phoenix set, which is a similar scale and a similar mechanism as well. I also think this Hedwig set is one of these sets that is retiring somewhat soon or at the end of the year, so I did want to make sure to pick this up before it goes up in value if that's going to happen. So this is, I've done a Harry Potter polybag on my channel, but I don't know if I've done really any other Harry Potter stuff, so I'm really excited to take a look at this. And while I would love to get the Hogwarts Icons Hedwig set, the very large $300 one, this one seems like pretty great value. I think 630 pieces for $40 strikes me as really solid, so I'm excited to break into this. And so in this video, I'm going to put this together and I'm going to give my thoughts on it. While I build, I will speed the video up and then I'll slow it back down to review this set. So until then, enjoy. Okay, so that is this LEGO Harry Potter Hedwig set. this is really great. I actually did not remember building the dragon one, the Hungarian Horntail, well enough to know all the mechanism that goes into waving the wings here. And so it was a real joy to experience that again. So that's really, really nice. I think actually the motion, like the action of the wings on this Hedwig figure is quite good. I really liked how I was very suspect of how the tail was going to come together, and I think it ended up really, really nice. I was pretty suspect about how the head was going to come together, and I think that came out really, really nice. So there's a whole lot to like in this set, and I think this set is great value because we get this display model, and with this action feature, with the minifigure as part of the display, 630 pieces for $40, I think is a really, really good deal, especially given LEGO prices as of late, and for an IP that is pretty popular, even if its creator is not so popular right now. This is, I think, a great deal. It's very well designed, and there's a lot to like about it. So I'm going to kind of go through this here. I did want to just grab the Hungarian Horntail just so I can compare them quick for my own reasons. Okay, here's the Hungarian Horntail set. And it seems quite a bit bigger. The wingspan seems to be wider, and the model is certainly longer. I believe the Hungarian Horntail has more pieces, but it's also a lot of smaller pieces, I would say. And it's nice that the base is a little bit different, but the label is kind of similar, and there's a similar philosophy to the base. And I can't remember, but I think the mechanism for the wings is very similar. And I really liked it I actually still really, really like it on the Hungarian Horntail, but it is also very, very good for Hedwig. And I don't have the Fox the Phoenix set that is also similar to this, but these are really, really nice sets, really good value. They look great, they're fun to play with, and I think most people probably wouldn't expect them to have the ability to actually, move and work, and I think that's pretty great. So nice. So now that we've kind of looked at that, I will show the minifigure here that this comes with. It just comes with the one. Actually, the Hungarian Horntail set also just came with one minifigure, and that has a different way to display it. But for this set, we get this very basic stand with some jumpers and some gold. We get a Harry Potter minifigure on the shortest legs there. Gryffindor scarf. I'm not sure if... Okay. Gryffindor scarf on the back, and then just Hogwarts robes, Gryffindor robes, and you can see a little bit of their belt peeking through there, and gloves on the hands, which is nice. And Harry does have a alternate face, and here we can, without the hair on, it's easier to see the scar, and that goes for both sides. So we do have an alternate face for Harry. For a display like this, I don't know if I would choose to have this one. I would probably just keep it on this face here, but that's a personal preference there. And then we also have a Hedwig figure, a molded Hedwig here, which is really, really nice. It seems like similar in some ways to the owl mold that is on Aurora from the Disney CMF stuff, but that one didn't have its wings coming out, so slightly different. I don't know how many different molds of Hedwig they've done, at this scale, but really nice to have that perched there as well. Harry and their owl. So that's nice, and there's a spot for that to rest on the kind of stand here, which is on that jumper. And so then the rest of it is all this model, and this is really cool. So you start by building this stand using some brown kind of corner pieces here, and then using these translucent bricks in the Gryffindor colors rather, which I think is really, really nice. It's a good choice. It looks good, and there's enough light that kind of peeks through that you can see that they're translucent, and the backing color is all good. The base is pretty solid. It gets kind of, I wouldn't say intricate necessarily as far as building goes, but because if we can see here, let me move these wings a little bit. If we can see at the base, this is all leaned back slightly, and we can see that little bit of gap there where there's some ball joints, and then there's some hinges at the backside to create that angle. And it's hidden relatively well and tiled out pretty well, but there's some good kind of techniques in there to achieve that angle. And then you basically build up this whole stand, attach this sort of turning mechanism, and then you start building out Hedwig, the body and the tail and everything. And it went pretty smoothly, I think, a lot smoother than I thought it would. It connects to the stand in a really nice way, and then uses a lot of like slopes and tile pieces to kind of hide some of the maybe more boxy, bulky sort of stuff in the center. And it kind of creates a really, really nice shape here towards the back, using this slope and then this slope out, tiling out the side in a nice way. I think it creates a really good like taper and then a widening at the tail. The tail is actually really well done. I was very suspect when I did these tiles at first, and even these ones on the side, but then once you add these couple on the side that are like descending in height and can flare out, it really came to life for me. So I really, really liked how that was done, using those like clip pieces here on the side, and those can be positioned a little bit, and even they can be moved up and down a little bit, especially the ones on the outside. So that was all very, very good. And so the whole body of this is quite nice, and it fits on the mechanism really, really well. And that's for the base and most of the body. That is bags 1 and 2. Then in bag 3, you kind of finish up the tail and you start putting the wings together. And the wings was pretty interesting. It's a lot of sub-assemblies. So you get the Technic kind of base that allows for it to function in the way it does. We do these kind of feathers at the end, on their own little sub-assembly. But then everything in here, like this piece on the front, is kind of its own assembly there. And this piece here at the back is its own assembly. And then this all is its own assembly as well. And it comes together really with few gaps, but any gaps that they are kind of allow for the motion to flow through it. And the pattern in which it's tiled out seems like really random. Well, I thought it did at the time, but it comes together and is really cohesive. And the other side is very similar there, which is terrific. There's not too much weirdness about like seeing Technic pins or anything like that. It's all kind of covered up pretty well. We can see a little of these axles here, but not too bad. And I don't know if anytime they use like blue pins or blue axles, it's very much covered up. So I don't see any of those, right out of the gate here from any super visible spots. and it just looks really, really great. And the wings, if you turn these handles back here, the wings can do a flying motion, and you can kind of do them either way. I think it's supposed to go, this way more but then you can kind of accentuate that motion by articulating these feathers at the end, and there might be a way, there might be a position that you find that you think it looks the best in. I haven't found what how I want those feathers to be for the flying motion to look the best versus how I like it to just sit at rest. And so I'll have to figure that out. But it's a pretty great mechanism to make this fly. It's very simple to use and relatively simple to put together, actually. Sometimes with Technic stuff, I have to double check and triple check my steps. And this one, felt like it came together pretty well. And then the head here, we have these big printed eye pieces. The head can be turned, this way, not so much up and down, a little bit of side to side because of how it's constructed. Really nice angles up here, constructed in a pretty unique way, and then tiled out really, really well on the top and around the eyes to give it a nice finished look. I don't think it looks creepy. I think it looks fine. I like the beak here, which is really nice. This is a great detail, little feet here using these clips and these barb elements. There are some studs visible for those, but it doesn't bother me too much. And then they hold on to this Hogwarts letter, and that's really great too, but these are where these stickers are. So this is a sticker on one side, this is a sticker on another side, and then the seal, the wax seal for the letter, is also a sticker. Then right here down on the label for Hedwig on the base, that is also a sticker. So those are the 4 stickers you use in this set. For the bigger Hedwig, the icons, they have those really, really huge printed tiles. And while I would love for these to have been printed, it kind of makes sense that they're not. And same for these label things on any display or diorama. I always wish that these would be prints, and for any UCS stuff, I wish they would be prints. I don't know if they're moving towards that or not, but at least in this case, for a cheaper, sort of more budget set, I guess, compared to an icon set or a UCS style set, they did go with the sticker here, which is the same for the Hungarian Horntail. That also had a sticker there. And that doesn't bother me too much. I wish this was a print. These are all okay as well. So not too bad. And at the end here, I love this set. I'm very glad that I got this before it retired. I don't know how it's going to do in retirement. I think this is maybe one set that some people are quote unquote investing in. It was a Barnes & Noble exclusive, I believe, but you could also just get it straight from Lego. 630 pieces for $40 is a really good deal for any Lego set, but for a Harry Potter Lego set, that seems great. A display kind of focused Lego set with wonderful function, and some good visual weight to it, and everything else here. I think this is a really, really lovely. So very, very happy to get this. And I would like to maybe get the Fox one, although that's maybe the one I was least interested in. If I can find, I think that one's retired. If I can find it in the aftermarket for a reasonable price, I might pick it up to have all 3 of these. The Hungarian Horntail, that might have been a Target exclusive, and I got it on sale, but even that one I think was close to 700 pieces, like maybe in the 690s, and was $50, which is I think another really, really good deal. And if you can get that one 20% off, it's an even better deal. These sets I think are really great, and I would love to see more of different kinds, even of different themes and stuff. This was really, really cool. It was a very fun build, and I really enjoyed it, and I can't deny the value that's here. So lovely. I will show the extra pieces quick here. Not a ton. We get a couple of the Technic pieces, pins, axles. We get some tiles, some 1x1 plates, a stud, a slope, and one of those barbs there. That's all the extra pieces. And I think this is an A+ set. This is really, really great. I really enjoyed it, and I love how it looks. I like that the base is like similar to the Hungarian Horntail, but still slightly different. It has its own kind of stuff with the gold highlights and the transparent stuff, whereas the Hungarian Horntail had a slightly different shape and more of a rock formation and stuff. And the display is very similar but unique, and I think that's really well achieved. So this is terrific. I liked it a lot. If you like this video, consider giving it a like, and if you like the other videos on my channel, consider subscribing so you can stay up to date on all the LEGO videos I will be doing here in the future, including probably more LEGO Harry Potter eventually, and a bunch of other LEGO themes of various sizes and piece counts and prices and tons of different stuff. So subscribe so you don't miss any of my upcoming LEGO videos. And if you'd like to support the channel in a different way, consider joining me over at Patreon, the Sobrix Patreon, which not only helps allow me to continue to do Legos and produce these videos and keep kind of following this YouTube path here. But you can also get access to some exclusive content over there. And right now I'm in the middle of building the LEGO Ideas Medieval Blacksmith set and doing a commentary while I build. So if you want to get access to see that before I review that set in its entirety, come over to Patreon, and there are other benefits you can get there as well. So every little bit helps, and thank you, everybody. And until next time, thanks. Bye.